Hey Baker, how tough is that to swallow after you guys prepare, all training camp to come out and play a good game, and then that final score happens?
Yeah, that's a tough one for us. Come out and um, first drive have a little bit of momentum going, and then Calais made a couple good plays, knocked a couple balls, and they get an interception. Got to take care of the ball. I know that, but we were still in that game. I thought we shot ourselves in the foot, but a great team like the Ravens is going to capitalize on all your mistakes, and we saw that in person today.
Next question to Jake Trotter.
Yeah, Baker, looked like you were really trying to get Odell the ball, trying to get him involved, and it didn't seem like it was clicking. Why do you think you guys had such a hard time getting that going?
A few of those times where I did target him, there was some defensive penalties, so I would say that had something to do with it. But I got to be better. Give him a chance on some of those things, like the free play late in the game. Just give him a chance. He's a great player, so I got to give him a chance.
To Nate Ulrich.
Hey, Baker. I understand one game isn't going to define a season, but what gives you confidence that you guys can bounce back? Obviously, everybody remembers last year, week 1 was a bad opener too, and it ended up kind of rolling into a bad season. So why do you think you guys are equipped to turn it around this time?
I just think the makeup of this team, there's a different attitude about it. We're going to watch this film, get it out of our system. And that's the good thing about having a short week is we don't have time to dwell on it. We'll watch it, realize where we went wrong, correct those mistakes, and move on to Cincinnati. We don't have a lot of time to dwell on the negative things.
Mary Kay Cabot, your line is open.
Yeah, Baker, you guys worked so hard on your discipline, on being attention to detail. This whole camp, everybody put so much heart and soul into this, and you guys, just to come out and have all 3 phases of the game really make so many mistakes. I mean, was it almost shocking, disheartening? How can you put it into words?
No, I would say just the momentum of, that's, where the good teams, they don't let one mistake turn into a bunch. They don't let it kind of go throughout the whole team. They can nip it in the bud and move forward, fix their mistakes. So we can do that. We know that. We've practiced on doing those things. So we just have to be better next time. There's no way around it, no excuses. We just have to be better.
Jeff Shadell, your line is open.
Baker, I hear you just say no excuses, but how much of a factor was having no preseason games when you head into a game against maybe one of the best teams in the league?
Even those preseason games, you're not getting the full looks and all that. So I wouldn't say that's the complete factor in this one. We just came out and didn't play very well, and the Ravens were the better team today and capitalized on all of our mistakes.
Aditi Kingabwala has our next question.
Baker, the Ravens did, though, have a ton of continuity. They have the same staff, they have the same scheme, they have the same guys playing together, and you guys are all new. How much of that can we look to and say, okay, that's a factor, and that obviously has to get better? I mean, did that manifest itself? Could you tell these guys know each other? We're still learning what we're doing.
Yeah, you can tell they've been together for a while, but I still wouldn't say that our new system's an excuse. We know what we have to do. We had the game plan. Everybody knew their job. So we just got to go out there and execute it.
Doug Maurice has our next question.
Baker, how did you feel just during the course of the game? Obviously, you guys didn't put up the points you wanted, but did you feel like there were times when the offense got in a flow? How did you feel just generally about working together as an offense with Kevin calling the plays?
Yeah, I thought we got into some rhythms, in little spurts during drives, but then a negative play would happen, and we couldn't overcome those. And the great teams do overcome those negative plays, or they save the downs and move forward.
Tony Zarella, you're up.
Hey, Baker, I know there's a lot of breakdowns throughout this game, but in the second quarter late there, you had a chance to cut it to 8, I think, and you didn't make it. They come down and score, and now it's 24-6 at the half. How deflating was that?
Yeah, that's something all teams talk about, is that they call it double dipping. You score right before the half, and then if you deferred and then you get the ball right after half and you score again. That's the percentages on if you score both times and you actually double dip of winning are extremely high. And so that actually happened to us last year at home when we played them for the second time. So they're a great team. They capitalized on our mistakes and played really well today.
Mary Kay, back to you.
Baker, what gives you the confidence and the the feeling that you guys are still going to be what you want to be and what you believe that you can be this year, and that this isn't something that makes a statement on who you are?
Sometimes a wake-up call is pretty good for everybody. A nice punch in the mouth, and that's how we should take it. We should not dwell on it, realize that we just got beat today. They played better than us. Look at it and get better, move on, and go play the Bengals. That's all we can do.
Scott Patrick, you're up.
Hey, Baker, how tough – we don't know how bad the injury is, but how tough is it to see Jedrick leave his first game? And then how tough will it be to replace him if he can't go Thursday night?
Yeah, I thought protection for the most part was great all day long. I thought Jedrick played well. So I don't know much about it, so I'll wait to hear and find out. But proud of Jedrick and how he played.
To Jake Trotter.
Yeah, Baker, last year you guys fell into a hole early on in the season with the record and ultimately couldn't dig out of it. How important after opening the season with a loss like this is it for you guys to bounce back quickly here?
It's extremely important, especially a short week with another division opponent. These ones are always extremely important, so we have to treat it as such. And so we'll be ready for Thursday night.
This will be our last question. It will come from Nate Ulrich.
Hey, Baker, I know you put out the statement yesterday that explained your thinking on not kneeling, but when it all happened today, were you pleased with the way that you handled it individually and the Browns handled it as a team?
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm going to respect all of my teammates' decisions. We talked about it. We had discussions, and we're all on the same page. We're in this together and showing solidarity, to try and unite instead of divide. And that it doesn't matter what decision any of our teammates make. That's just what, I personally said. And that's, the way I wanted to say it. But while we're on that topic, I'd like to, the name I had on the back of my helmet today, Julius Jones, a very sad story. A guy that's wrongfully incarcerated in the state of Oklahoma. So tried to represent him today for justice for Julius. And so I hope I, spread that message and I continue to do so.